Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. The parents of 21 children who died at eNCA Tavern in East London want to know what caused their deaths. More than 2 months later, they say they haven't received a toxicology report despite promises by the provincial authorities. eNCA's Aviwe Mtila is tracking that story for us and joins us yet again. Aviwe, when we spoke earlier, we established that parents will no longer be receiving that toxicology report today, but will get it tomorrow. Just give us a status update.
Well, they have to wait one more day, Mfundo. Remember that they were promised that by the 31st of August is when they'd receive the final results of exactly what led to the deaths of those 21 teenagers. They say they waited, Mfundo, since their last meeting with the different departments from the Eastern Cape government. And some 2 weeks ago, they were told that by the 31st of August, of course, they would know. But up until after 5 p.m. is only when they were contacted yesterday to give them the go-ahead that, in fact, they will be meeting these different departments and be given those final results. But you'd understand the logistics then around these parents being working, and they had already knocked off from work, so they couldn't take off days. Hence, they asked then the Eastern Cape Department just to give them one more day in order for them to work today and then receive those results on Thursday. So we do understand that on Thursday at 9 a.m. in the morning is when they'll receive that final closure and confirmation of exactly what led to the 21 teenagers who passed away at eNCA Tavern. In fact, there's an email that was communicated to them, Mfundo, that suggests that they should bring the death certificates as well, which you do understand at this moment the cause of death is still under investigation on those death certificates. But we do understand that the Department of Home Affairs even will be there, and those death certificates then will be changed to what they will be given tomorrow in that final confirmation of what led to the deaths of these teenagers.
And then when you speak to the parents, though, how are they doing? Because I saw your interaction with one of the children's mothers, but she seemed a bit better, but one still remembers that this is a woman who's looking for answers surrounding the death of her child. How have the parents been?
Well, they feel neglected, Mfundo, given that even this communication coming from the Department of, the Eastern Cape Department itself came after 5 p.m. They'd known that they were supposed to receive this final confirmation by the 31st of August, and for them it's quite disappointing to receive that final confirmation after 5 p.m. a day ahead of when they were supposed to receive it. In fact, we're chasing comment ourselves, Mfundo, from the official departments. We're outside the Department of Health this very moment in East London, where we're hoping to get that comment, but it seems like nothing much is happening in that front. We'll chase comment from the Social Development Department as well as Safety and Community, but we've already had some sort of communication from the police. I was speaking to Brigadier Kinana from the South African Police Service just yesterday, and in fact I want to read a text that he sent me after I had inquired how this meeting will happen on the 31st of August. He says, and I quote him, "Detectives told me they haven't received anything yet, so they have no information about the alleged family visit or the meeting itself." That's a message from Brigadier Kinana suggesting that the police had no knowledge of the supposed meeting that's supposed to happen on the 31st of August. But the parents did indicate that, in fact, they were indeed contacted after 5 p.m. hence they had to ask for one more day in order for them to be all then ready. We do understand then they'll be fetched in the early hours of tomorrow morning from their different homes and abodes and be transported to where the meeting will happen, and then they'll receive then that final confirmation at around 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Now, beyond the receipt of the toxicology report, there was still criminal proceedings against the owner. Just remind us or give us an update of where that matter stands insofar as his conduct, his license, and the fact that these children were in fact underage drinking at his premises.
We were here in East London a week ago, Mfundo, where the police, in fact, confirmed in court that they completed their investigations when it comes to the selling of liquor to underage children. You remember that that's what the owner, Sikangela Ndevu, is in court for, and that pre-trial conference is expected to take place tomorrow at the Magistrate Court in East London. I beg your pardon, that's on Friday, where the pre-trial conference is expected to take place. That's for selling the liquor to underage children. On the the murder front. Remember that it would depend on the outcomes of these investigations and the results that the parents are waiting for. So they're saying that they're eager to find out what actually led to the deaths of these teenagers. Then the criminal proceedings can then take place if those investigations determine that it was some form of intentional poisoning or whatever we may expect tomorrow. I guess they'll have then that closure tomorrow in knowing what exactly happened, and then we can expect the law to take its course on any possible prosecution for those deaths of the 21 teenagers.
Aviwe, we'll leave it there for now. Thank you very much for that update. That's senior reporter Aviwe Mtila.